So we're here at 275S Denner and AltaLink Substation, and we're here today because a pair of great horned owls, which is our provincial bird, have taken up a nesting site here in the substation. It's just behind us here, and basically when the young fledge out of the nest, which should happen probably in the next week or so, they're on the ground for a little bit trying to learn how to fly, and as they learn to fly they start hopping around on the equipment, and doing so puts them at risk of electrocution. And so we're here today to remove the young from the nest and take them to a wildlife rehabilitator who will foster those young either into another nest or hand raise them in captivity, and then release them into the wild in about September when they would normally depart from their parents' care. So we've got a little bit of gear with us here today. The guys in the back there are setting up the scaffold, and we're going to climb up onto that and basically just try to go up right to the nest and pluck the young from the nest itself. We think there's probably 2, maybe 3 young in the nest. It's possible they might try to jump out because they're at that point where they're almost flying, and in which case they might just decide to go prematurely. If that happens, we'll just try to catch them on the ground, but otherwise we'll go up there, we'll wear our gloves and our hard hats and our safety glasses, of course, for our own protection, and then we'll put them into these just dog kennels, basically, where we're going to transport them to the wildlife center. So we've got them lined with the towel on the bottom just for their comfort while they take the ride. I've also put a bit of padding in the back corner just because they're going to be in the car and there might be a bit of bumpiness, so they won't bang into the walls there. We don't know if we're going to need 1 or 2. It'll depend on the size of the young and how many are up there, but we've got 2 ready to go. And then we'll just climb down and pile them into the truck, and then we're going to meet with the rehabber about 2 hours down the road here, and he'll take them from there. So we're going to have, probably I will be doing the capture of the young, and then I'll have somebody with me up there to protect my head from the parents who are likely going to defend the nest. They're all different in terms of their reactions. So some of them will just watch from a distance and might get a little bit stressed. Others might actually come right at us. So the person who's up there with me, who I believe is Carl, he'll have a broom. It's very high tech, and he's going to be just basically sweeping over my head if she comes near, and that way she hopefully won't make contact with my flesh.
Should this stick be pulled out here a bit? I don't want to whack it.
I don't think we need that. We'll just keep it down here. I think in case that's kind of on the ground. But even if they're on the ground, I don't think they'll be flying on it. We need them. Yeah, he's a little unhappy. Alright, guess I'll put him back. And they snap their beaks. It's just a defense mechanism. It's ingrained. So yeah, it was pretty uneventful. We just climbed up there, and there was just 1 young in the nest, which is a little unusual, but it can happen. Well-fed young. There was a few dead birds around it that the parents had brought in. So we just scooped him up and put him in the carrier without incident. The parents were watching, but they didn't get very defensive, and we'll just take him now to the rehab center and get him raised in captivity and hopefully there won't be any more owl nesting in the substation next year.